Next on the list here today is, well, guess, greasing. Greasing the strip till unit here. So we got the John Deere toolbar with the Montag cart. You can't see, but I'll show you in a second here. And of course the field videos will show it. But anyways, yeah, just greasing. So greasing here. The bushings. So there's 4 of them here. 2 Zerks for each, but only have to grease the one, whichever is easiest to get at. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 that I'm greasing on the row unit here. But yeah, I'll show you. This is a Dawn strip till unit. So again, the bushings. They are unfortunately doing that on some of them because it's going bad, part that grips around it, so needs to get a new one of that. But as long as they take a little bit of grease, that's the goal right now. And then also I'll be doing the bearings that I can here, anywhere where there's a Zerk that you can see right there. Here's the Montag cart. Again, just wiping down each Zerk, the tops of them. Now it's go time. I'm gonna do the bottom first, so that way when I'm leaning on top, less chance I'll get all full of grease, but I'm wearing camo, so maybe I'll just blend right in. So yeah, it's getting some work on it done, but yeah, pretty soon it'll be go time. So yeah, greasing the bushings here. I want to see it come out a little bit, or usually, a couple pumps were good, but I clean off the Zerks first, and then I'll grease them. Final results. Again, we got some grease on top, but that'll have to do. Squirt out the sides a little bit. There we go. Multi-purpose grease here. There we go, empty, empty. There we go. Flip a pop can. Can't slide in yet, gotta get the air out of the system, and then I'll just push that forward and we'll be good to go. Well folks, we are off to a start, but it's not looking good. Just 3 passes in and we blew a hose. Can you see that? Eek! Really wet back here. Hose that goes to the motor. Busted. Oil everywhere. Not sure, but we're probably gonna have to get a new hose.
We just cut it off. I think it's playing longer. We could shorten it. But I don't know if I trust the hose now. If it blew there, where I want to blow the next spot.
Right.
I don't know.
Shoot. Oh, so prior to that, we got some sprocket rusted out issues there. Dad went and got a new hose and is hooking it back up here. Here we go. Woo woo! There it is, y'all. Well, folks, I was going to film for you, but it started to rain already, so what a day. So, as you can see here, it is the first day of strip tilling, you guys, for 2024. Super exciting, but also stressful. We were 3 passes in, and we had a hose break. Pressure hose in the back, so oil was flying everywhere. Well, mostly in like one spot. It's all wet back there on the carts and everything. So we had to go Dad got a different hose for it. Hose that goes to the motor in the back there. Then a little bit before that, we were watching the chain spinning for the fertilizer, and it didn't look like the chain was spinning. Well, the chain was spinning, but the sprocket is just so rusted through that Dad's gonna try, or we're trying it. It's just running, the chain is running on the sprocket, but on the bolt instead, because it's like so rusted through. So fingers crossed that works. It feels so good to be back out here, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. So what is strip tilling? Well, it's a process that we do before we plant our corn. So we don't work our ground, as most of you know, or if you don't know, we don't work it, but we do strip till. So this process here, we got dry fertilizer going down. Oops, gotta get that fertilizer on right away. Anywho, so we got dry fertilizer going down. It's being banded in the row. And then the planter is going to come across, usually like the next day, weather depending. Sometimes it's 2 days, sometimes it's the day of, but usually it's like a day or so, weather depending. That the planter is going to come across and run on the exact same strips. It's very critical that we stay in the strips with the planter because of the fertilizer application. Definitely can tell the difference when I'm planting corn and I go off these strips. So, very critical. It is a John Deere, you guys. As you can see, it's green back there. I don't know how I feel about that. Every year I tell myself that, but no, I like it. Works good. It's a John Deere strip. John Deere toolbar with a Montag cart in the back. That's the setup. And again, these are 30-inch rows and 12 rows. Always got to do the field right by the busy road and the farm on day one, you know. Really got to test your abilities on how much you remember and let everybody see it, you know. That's just part of the game. So up here I have my monitor to adjust and look at the rate of the dry fertilizer. So right now we're doing 300 pounds per acre. Just a little fun fact. flew right away. We weren't actually even moving when it happened. So kind of crazy, but anyways. So of course looking for oil spraying everywhere. Hopefully that's not the case. Watching my gauge in the back. Watching that the chain is spinning so I know that it's being applied. Jumped on the cart as I'm moving here. It makes me a little nervous. He's just hanging out back there. Filling it up. Boop, boop. Got some beautiful sunny skies again. Hopefully we can keep going. Not cool, man. Not cool. We got no GPS. What? The weekend of the solar flares. I know I wasn't the only one it affected, but we got it quickly, thankfully, and back up running. There it be. There's the fertilizer. Right here. Going on here in the first day. Don't want to go home yet. Come on now, it's the first day. So this field here, I'm actually running in between the rows. The previous field I started out with today, I was running on the row. We do it both ways, like corn row from previous year, or beans in this case, you know, there's rows out here. So yeah, sometimes we follow it directly on it and sometimes we go in between.